Hello and welcome everyone to another YouTube video here on my channel. Today we play Rogues in Historic. I'm not the biggest Rogue player. It is a really strong deck though. I played 2 games. It was 1-1. I won one and I lost one against Junt, which seems like a tricky matchup. It is like 4 AM here and I'm not on my strength after 3 streams today. But yeah, I try my best to provide the content and hopefully you're gonna like the video. I had a lot of fun playing it though. But I definitely should head to the bed and wish you all fun with the deck. Okay, in today's deck tech we have the Rogues in Historic as mentioned. This deck is basically pretty similar to the normal one in Standard. I will go over the basic cards and the new cards we're going to have in Historic here. And the ones we're going to mention from Historic is Memory Lapse. It's a 2 mana. Counter target spell. If that spell is countered this way, put it on top of its owner's library instead of into that player's graveyard. This is really powerful because it's basically a 2 mana counter. You can either time walk them and have them draw it again, or just attack or mill that card away, since Rogue is famous for milling. Really strong card in this deck. Then another cool card is Inquisition of Kozilek. It's a 1 mana swamp. Target player reveals the hand, you choose a non-land card from it with mana value 3 or less, that player discards that card. Really strong here, just a discard spell for 1 without losing 2 life. Many cheap spells are played here, so this one is really good. And another card is Brainstorm, 1 blue instant, draw 3 cards, then put 2 cards from your hand on top of your library. Ideally you're going to play this with Fabled Passage to put 2 cards you don't like on top and then you shuffle it. Other than that, you can get Brainstorm Loch and you don't want to get that. But those are the new cards in the from Historic we're going to use in this deck. Other than that, we play the Rogues package, which is a 4 Thieves Guild Enforcer, 1 black, 1/1 flash. When this card ends battlefield, we're going to mill 2, and when there are 8 or more cards in opponent's graveyard, this card gets +2/+1 and Death Touch. So the entire theme in Rogues is if there's 8 or more cards, we get something from it. This is one of it. The only card that is 7 cards in the graveyard is Into the Star. We come to this later. And yeah, this is kind of the theme. We have 2 options. We're going to mill opponent, or we just play this flash tempo deck. And yeah, other card, Soaring Thought-Thief here, 2 mana, 1/3, flash flying, also flash here. If there's 8 or more cards in the graveyard of opponent, this one has all rogues get +1/+0. And whenever a rogue or more attacks, we can mill 2 cards. The last rogue in the bundle here is Merfolk Windrobber, 1 blue, 1/1 flying. When this is damaged an opponent, they mill a card. And if they have 8 or more cards, we can sacrifice this card and draw a card. So those are the creatures. Then we play some removal here with Fatal Push and 1 black, destroy target creature if it has mana value 2 or less. And with Revolt, we can destroy a creature if it has mana value 4 or less instead. But only if a permanent died this turn, because it's Revolt. Also, we play 4 extra Drowned Loch. This card is so strong. 2 mana, choose 1. Counter target spell with mana value less than or equal to the number of cards in its controller's graveyard, or the same with Destroy a creature. Really versatile card. You can counter, you can use it as a removal, so super strong. And obviously one of the main stars in this deck is Into the Story, 7 mana, but this card costs 3 less if there's 7 or more cards in the graveyard. And yeah, we draw 4 cards, so we basically play our stuff, attack, end of turn, refill our hand, and keep going like this. We play one of Agadeem's Awakening, 3 mana X, we can pay X, and yeah, return from your graveyard to the battlefield any number of target creature cards that each have a different mana value X or less. So this is basically, it's so close to the standard one. I usually don't play the standard rogues. Back in the day, I made a YouTube video when Seth brought this deck up. I remember the days. But yeah, so this is the main deck, and we have a Lurrus here. 3 mana, 3/2, lifelink, companion. Yeah, during each of your turns, we can play a permanent card with 2 or less value from our graveyard into the battlefield. Mana-wise, we do have access to Drowned Catacomb here, and other than that, it's just basic. Sideboard. Sideboard is really interesting in Historic, and we played 2 Grafdigger's Cage. This looks a bit awkward with Lurrus, but then again, this is so good against like Coco decks. There are many combo decks that utilize their libraries, their graveyard, so I think this is still a really good card here. Yeah, we play 2 Aether Gust here. Additional time walking, 2 mana, choose target spell permanent that's red or green. Its owner puts it on the top or bottom of the library. So yeah, here we have an option, but yeah, it's narrow. Crippling Fear, 4 mana, choose a creature type. Creature that aren't of the chosen type get -3/-3 on the end of turn. Yeah, we have rogues, so we just don't want to use this against a rogue player, but there's like elves, goblins. It's really strong there. Cling to Dust, Mirror, or other decks where you have to get rid of certain cards in opponent's graveyard, or if you just want to make sure your graveyard is not full itself. 2 Negates, really strong counter, right? 2 mana, counter target non-creature spell. The new card Talent could also be here, but there's Negate now in this deck. 2 Tyrant Scorn, really versatile. 2 mana, choose 1, destroy target creature with mana value 3 or less, or return target creature to its owner's hand. And then 2 Mystical Dispute, another counter, 3 mana. This spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a blue spell and counter spell unless its controller pays 3. So yeah, this is basically a standard rogue deck, sprinkling some historic cards. But then again, this won a tournament inside 5k. They do amazing tournaments. I will also play once in them, but I'm really busy, as you all see. And it's still, yeah, it's 3:40. It's not 4 in the morning, sorry. But yeah, this is the deck. If you like what I do here, if you like my content, if you like the decks I showcase to you guys here in Best of 3, feel free to give me a like, comment, or subscribe to the channel, or catch me on twitch.tv, DanyTLaw, where I stream a lot recently. And yeah, this comes out one day before my birthday, so feel free to say any nice wishes on Saturday when I have a little birthday stream. And yeah, let's go to the games. Aether. Clear keep. Clear keep. Okay. Thoughtseize and Veteran Motorist. Oh, okay. I see what they play. Cool. I'm liking that we have this one for a good block here. It's like a vehicle deck, right? Could have a 3 damage removal, but in a vehicle deck, I just doubt it, right? Another one. Pretty good Brainstorm here. Let's have some attacks. Thoughtseize, Hazoret. Not too bad. Gonna keep up a Brainstorm, Memory Lapse, and a Drown. We don't care about this card too much. When they play one more card, we are able... Okay, do we Time Warp? I think we're gonna counter this here. So we activate the graveyard, but we activate the graveyard next turn anyway, but let's just get rid of this. This is more of a annoying card, let's say it like this. Rogues activated. Solid into the story of the top. I mean, that's how you play rogues, right? That's just ridiculous. And let's go in. And we end the turn. Another one. And we just say, do you take another turn? We mill that one away. And opponent doesn't want to play this game. I mean, this is rogues, to be honest. This is how I feel rogues works. Exactly like this. We're gonna play some Tyrant Scorns here. I think they're quite good in this specific matchup. -3/-3 is okay-ish. But they have many cards where we're not too happy about it. I'm gonna cut one Brainstorm here and... One Windrobber. Seems like the weakest card. I want to have all the removal spell because their deck can be really aggressive if they curve 1, 2, 3. With a Gideon and a Karn on 2. That is more dangerous, so I want to make sure that this doesn't happen. We have the answers for the certain situation. Yeah. Removal, counter, Brainstorm, creature. That is a hand we're gonna play. And here we go. Starting off with a Windrobber. They do play Bone Crusher, but it's not too bad if the Bone Crusher Windrobber. It's not like we're gonna die of this. And here we have the Heart of Khan, like we predicted before. Gonna play the land, just attack. And yeah. Let's see. Right. They could play Gideon here. If they're playing Gideon, okay, they cannot play because they play the black land. They're playing a Thoughtseize, which we maybe... I think we Memory Lapse this one. Oh, just get rid of it. Yeah, I'd rather have this creature because it's so good. Memory Lapse with a removal spell that it's ridiculous, so they maybe scry this away here. Yeah, makes sense. This was a close call, I would say. They can go in for 4. 5 because yikes. Okay, sure. Deal. That's a deal. Okay. Another one gone. I'd rather deal with this one, with the push here, than with the motorist. The motorist we can still block if we have to. Decking Crew in reaction though. I'm gonna make sure that Into the Story stays in our reach. Okay. One left. Push first. I think I can take another 5 here. It is more on the risky side though. But mill 2 seems like a good way to do it. It's definitely more on the risky side, but having a push is nice. Okay. Risky, what we're gonna do. 5, 6, push, draw. Okay, I think we're gonna actually only attack with 1. Okay, that works. Didn't expect them to do this, to be honest. Here we can easy block. Oof, that's a good one. That's a good one. Didn't expect a Chandra there. Awkward scenario, but I'm going face, so there's 7, so I have 100% access on this one. They will minus on the Chandra here though for Lurrus. And with 2 flyers we can still deal with Chandra. So risky. Not cool. Okay, I mean, that was a yikes. I drew 4 lands. 5 lands. Okay. Okay. 5 lands in a row there is on the unusual side. Yeah, I think it was still correct. I mean, if you draw 5 lands there, I mean, we could have drawn easy like 2 blockers, but then go on 1. But yeah, that was not so cool. Maybe I misplayed that. Oh, there's something going out. There's something outside. It's quite loud. Yup. Bit more of a control-y side, but sometimes you have this hand. Blue. It is quite fine just to deal with everything they have and then at one point into the story, right? This is, if they don't play the aggressive side, we should usually win. Gideon is the worst card. Okay. Can come back, obviously, but I think it's still correct. Memory Lapse is quite annoying against with Into the Story sometimes if we don't have a rogue. I think this is fine. This is an important card here, really important card. So Memory Lapse into Soaring Thought and the Thief is probably the best play, hands down. If they have to removal, they have to removal. Risky. 2 cards. Yeah. Again, we have to Memory Lapse this. We need to find something. I wish they would play something so we get something in the graveyard. So I can start countering the Agadeem next turn. Not what we wanted, but... Well, we have to do something, right? That's kind of awkward. Think it is a destroy and keeping the Tyrant Scorn up for a potential bounce. Draw many lands here. It's okay. So we just into the story. Okay, Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher is a strong card here. We need to get to the point where we actually can into this. Oof. Cards. a bit sad, but let's see how they play it. Let's see how they play it here. We have Into the Story can obviously swing the game again in our favor, but Gideon Resolve there is hard. If you don't have a creature, the Memory Lapse can be a bit annoying because I just get it back. Okay. Not much I can do about that. That seems like the correct one. It's a lot of damage. Can we risk this? I honestly believe that we can bounce here and attack and then Into the Story. Obviously, I'm not happy up with this one. But we're gonna Into the Story when they activate it. Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'd rather deal... I mean, I can block this and deal with that one. But this one would survive. But Chandra is probably too heavy. But it's a creature, so I have to do this. I think playing 2 robbers here seems like the better play. We still have an Into the Story. Getting some decent blocks out. Obviously they have an annoying Gideon again. But it's okay. Okay, we take 2 damage. We still have a decent block on this one. And mill-wise we're quite far away. It's annoying. I mean, we're just gonna obviously block and sacrifice here. We kind of know what we draw, so not much about that. Okay, they pump their stuff. It is to expect. Our turn. And let's go. Getting a rogue here is nice. Getting double rogue is also nice. Can kill Gideon here, which is preferably what I like to do. Can also kill Chandra. Gideon attacks. Chandra can kill. That's a tricky one. It has to be this one. Two creatures to block. Can trade with one of their creatures. Memory Lapse on an annoying spell here. Can trade actually with... yeah, sure. Okay. Cannot go too low. Cannot go too low here. We have the Agadeems, which is important. It's a bit too much power. Okay, so we're gonna get the... okay. Let's get some cards. Try to get rid of the Gideon there, which is on 6. So we have to do this for free. Lurrus, you and you. Okay. Have some good mills here, and we have to deal with Gideon now. So that one actually is gone. Play another rogue. And end turn. So now we're in a really good position. This is rogues, right? It just goes fast. Here we can always block if they want a lifelink. And sacrifice. Getting the draw from this. Decent card. Okay. That's really good from opponent here. Wow. Sometimes you need it, you know. That's one of those things. Sometimes you get it. Sometimes you get it. Okay. Gonna start off with some cards. We maybe find lethal. Doesn't look like it. How much is this? 2 mana. And play this. Have a look. That's a Gideon. And that is probably GG. Well, Rogues is always like, you have to navigate through the game, and I'm not the best Rogues player, so maybe I did some stuff Rogue, but I think I navigated through this one pretty well. Good game. Settle or what? And we counter this because we want to go full damage here, because this is how we do it here. It is a longer game, but I think Rogues is one of those decks that showcases this really well. So yeah, good game, GG man. Victor Brazil, 187. That has to be a keep. Information acquiring. I don't care about cat. I cannot discard cat anyways. Dreaded Butcher or Midnight Reaper. It is this one. Gives them the most draws, so just off that you just do it. Good draw. I would have definitely discarded the oven there. This is a really good scenario. Obviously they're gonna block. I mean, they could go 1 damage, but the extra food I think pays off in the end. 2. I have to brainstorm this one. No lands. Okay, so I'm gonna play I think I have to play with the creatures here, but and I need to manage to have the most mill to get the count out. Obviously this is a harder deck due to the nature of them having escape cards and stuff like that. But we're gonna activate the Soaring Thief next turn. Missing lands is still quite tricky. Okay, so we know they have the mana for the Coco. Against them, we definitely have to play Cage. Yep. Clearly have to play Cage. I'm not the most experienced, obviously, with this one, but... Okay. Okay, I'm gonna attack both. No, it doesn't matter, we're just gonna attack with this. We keep this as a 3-2 back. They have another cat, so this makes it even worse. The way we win this is with mill. I have to find the land here, otherwise I'm just gonna have really big problems. An untapped blue land. Is the goal. Opponent, you take way too long time, man. There's nothing to think. I thought it's like my server, but time-wise we're actually the same, which is even worse. Okay. We found the lands, which is important. They played the cat shenanigans and ping us here. Not much we can do about. They can reactivate the graveyard with this, obviously. But we will get to the point where there's enough. Obviously the Voice Rider is not cool. But we will be at a point where we just mill so much that there's nothing much we have to worry. We just want to mill more. It's always good to get rid of an oven. Maybe they have the other oven or the cocoa. This is the one we want to counter. And now, yeah, I mean, they can play Mayhem Devil, but with two, yeah, this is tricky. How many Mayhem Devils did we got away? One. Only one. Yeah, double Cocoa is definitely strong. Really bad Cocoa. Really, really bad Cocoa here. Really good Fuss. A lot of cats though. Still have a decent mill session. They go on 6 here. Gets 2 life. Gets 3 life. Yeah. Can I have a look on the last card? Which I think is what we're gonna do. Another priest. Well, so the thing is that we have a lot of flyers here. We just have to make sure that Thief goes and Enforcer goes away, right? So we have 9 damage, which is usually really strong. They have a lot of life to gain. We're still on 16, so we can still play the game. That one is low-key annoying. So we have to sacrifice this one. That's a good card. Okay, we have to sacrifice another one. This will be this one. And when they want to get the cat back, we're gonna shoot the other priest. Not just the moment they do something. This is a problem. They play this well. They can get the cat here. Gonna lose the Thief, but we have to try it, I guess. Priests are doing really good work here. A lot of damage on board. Okay. 25. Yeah, I have to go in. Not happy here. I kind of want to use Double Thief next turn, to be honest. We do not want to see a Mayhem Devil. I'm okay with going on 5 here, but that's like the limit. It is super risky though, but yeah. It is tricky. 1, 2, 4, 6 mil. Attack. Not easy. We have to stabilize here somewhat. We have Double Thief to stabilize a little bit. I mean, yeah, it's just what it is. Okay. I mean, you can take the cat back, but that's all it is, dude. That's all you can do. You have no mana. I mean, that's the strategy we have here. Still didn't hit a single. Double claim is good. Where's the Mayhem Devil? Mayhem Devil gone. Ten cards left. Another Mayhem Devil gone. That was a good one. That was on top. So we need to dodge the last Mayhem Devil here. That's the most important part. They can scry a lot here for the last Mayhem Devil, which is scary. If they don't scry, we kind of know they have it on hand. That was a risky endeavor here. Wow, that was a misplay. You should 100% do this, right? That was one of those, huh? That was one of those. Main cheap cards tends to be less strong. Fatal Push. I think it's Scorn over Push, but it could be double Scorn over Push. Hot. Yep. Okay, we have to get rid of a priest. I don't want to get the exile card already there. The escape card, that's not good. So I want to be really fast with clicking here. Like land, thief, bam. But I'm so tired, I could play, okay, take 2 damage. I hope that was fast enough. That there's no stop. Kinda looked fast enough to me. Hmm. Hmm. Maybe last game I didn't have to, how should I say? I could have flashed the other rogues in, I guess. Well played. Not good, obviously. This is not good. That priest is not cool. Yeah. I have the mill. Good mill. I have to cast Into the Story on their sacrifice here. That was really good. Sadly cannot do it on that one, huh? Obviously, it's 6. Yeah, it's not looking good. I couldn't play Lurrus there, sadly. Lots of lands again. They can sacrifice on the Lurrus trigger, but I still need to get it back. So I could lose Lurrus here, but I have to do it. And then they can escape. Well, this is probably the worst case scenario for me. They played this really well, but I have no other options. I'm literally just trying to get to a point where I actually can do something. It just escape and win the game from here. Let me know how this matchup works. Do you actually need to find Cage? How do you mulligan? I just think they run really hot here, and I run really dry. I have no answer for the priest. The priest just takes over the game. And I would say good game. I draw not into story. This is almost impossible to win. GG opponents. I'm really tired. I give up here. Hopefully you still like the games. I'm going to include this lose here. But yeah, I would say let's go to the outro. Cool deck. Okay, yeah, as you can see, Rogues is similar than in Standard. I have to say I'm not the most experienced ones. I think I could have played better against Shunt, but they run really hot. Well, I was a bit dry on the cards, maybe mulligan there, not doing this there. But other than that, I think the deck is really fun to play. It is a deck that is fun to play, but we saw it so many times, so if you really enjoy the deck, I understand it. It is fun to play. But yeah, looking at that and Matt, two of my patrons, they really enjoy this deck. But yeah, I can understand it. I don't know what to change. I think maybe Brainstorm down, maybe Talent sideboard. But I'm not too experienced to judge this. I think it is really strong the way this one is. But yeah, if you have any ideas or if you like a rogue expert, also feel free to join the Discord. We have many rogue experts there. They'll love to talk about this every day. Other than that, yeah, definitely feel free to give a like, subscribe, or yeah, just check out my Twitch and say hi. And with no further ado, wish you all a great weekend and a great Friday, and see you next time.